Hey, how's it going? I'm just doing my daily live update, and there's been some progress on this project where I'm building a school in Nepal. We've raised $1,144 from 8 people in 6 days, so that's good. And there were two main points I want to talk about today. There is the thing that I'm sort of branding this as a climate change and global warming type of thing, but actually it's sort of not the headline, because really the focus is about supporting farmers who are vulnerable anyway to the climate, just supporting people in poverty that are farmers, sustenance farmers, and this kind of peasant population. So it's really just, regardless of global warming, it's about improving livelihoods through business development for agriculture, different ways to earn money and to bring products to market that are grown on their land, and different ways to reduce their human energy, reduce their water resource needs, and storage of more water, aquaponics. So I think that it's not a school teaching people about climate change or about global warming. It's simply helping people that live off the land. And climate change is just not the actual main focus. It's really just diversification, crop diversification, and resource management, conservation, recycling, reduce, reuse, all that stuff. So I think that I need to work on my presentation a bit of not making people think it's all about climate change, all about global warming, because that's not actually accurate. It's all just about improving farmers' lives through diversification, through channels of marketing internationally, nationally. And so, yeah, that's the one point I wanted to talk about, and that's about it I have to say for that. The other thing is about, this connection of girls and the environment that I was seeing yesterday in an interview I posted. It's really interesting how, my project was always about women and girls, and as it evolved, it transitioned and transformed into this environmental focused project, because the families that have the most vulnerable women and girls, they're farmers and they're people living off the land. So in order to achieve the vision I've had all along, the mission of helping women and girls in Nepal, is actually extremely connected to the environment and improving conditions based on overpopulation issues, because all the statistics show that if you educate a girl for an additional year, it makes her a fraction of as likely to be married before she's 18 or before she's 19, like that. So this connection is very significant, that educating girls is the most important way to improve family planning, prevent this child marriage, and also improve the environment. So that's why I'm taking a different headline approach, so that we can have a training center that helps families and farming families improve their lives. And one of those things is family planning and maternal health and girls' health, and different types of things that help make a profitable or successful family structure, rather than a family dealing with scarcity who has to marry off their daughter at a young age because they can't afford school, they can't afford anything. So all they really have an option to do is give their daughter away to the first people that make an offer for marriage, and that can be a trafficker, that can be anything. So this focus on farmers is I'm trying to illustrate how it's connected to my original project in Nepal of Beyond the Four Walls, of helping women and girls. And now we're just focusing on farmers because these are the families that need the most help, they're the most vulnerable. And I've just been talking about climate change because there's a lot of recent coverage about this, hurricanes, and in the monsoon season in India and Nepal, there's been massive flooding, and there's just a lot of sort of climate events this season that are shedding light on this issue. So it's been a good chance to focus on that, but really it's not the exact focus because it's all about the practical skill development, diversification of people's livelihoods in developing countries, and helping people that live off the land, people like this tenant farmer issue, like people that don't even own their land but still have to live off the land. So it's all about developing and sharing skills for people like that, but also try to share information and education to people that live in cities, different ways to garden inside, on the balcony, on the roof, just conservation and resource management for everybody, even for companies, for governments. Like I said before, we have kind of a structure where we have some kind of premium training that will be primarily for paying for the free education and the free distribution of information like books and digital content like on pen drives and micro SD cards that people can put in their phones, because there's a lot of ways that we can reach out to people, the poorest people, but at the same time help people that can afford to get some training from us, like Western people. And there's a lot of things that we can help people from different backgrounds, whether they're living off the land or whether they just have some land and they want to do something with it. I want to help people use their land better, and I've been researching all over the world this topic of green building and sustainable farming and permaculture. I've seen methods everywhere. I mean, everywhere I've traveled, I've been always happy to check out these sites and these people that are doing some gardening techniques or green building techniques. So I want to mix together what I've seen and the people that I know that have experts in this field in Nepal and around the world, bring people together, create a resource center, a research center. And I'm really excited about this project. So check out this GoFundMe link. It's really so great if you can spare some donation for that. If you can't, there's a lot of ways to help, just sharing it and copy and paste and share it. And what else? Just, you can ask me, reach out to me, we can discuss it. I mean, there's a lot of ways to help, as I said. Just kind of getting involved, getting in contact with me as we go forward. And I'm happy about this new project. So I look forward to expanding on it more and sharing more information as we go. And let's just keep this project going, because it's been going 6 days now and we've already raised over $1,000. So that's really good. We just still have to raise about a little over 13,000. But I think that I'll keep working on it. I'll keep reaching out to companies and to foundations and different ways to get the word out. So I think it's going to be good, and I just appreciate everyone watching. So thank you, and I'll be back soon.